student speaker Amanda Najib, master's candidate, Department of Curriculum and Teaching.
What a humbling honor it is to stand before all of you today. President Furman, Provost James, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and the beautiful families and communities that have raised us. And a special shout out to my own family, without whom I would not be standing here today. I am Amanda Najib and a proud member of the class of 2018. When I first found out that I was going to be the student speaker, I, like any child seeking their immigrant parents' approval, called up my father and shouted in excitement, "Baba, I got it. I'm gonna speak at graduation." And like most immigrant fathers might, he lovingly responded, "You better not mess this up." You see, what my father was so eloquently trying to say was that as a first-generation Palestinian American, he is particularly aware that opportunities like going to an Ivy League school and getting a platform like this do not come along very often, and you have to take advantage of it when it does. My father was born under military occupation, so when he immigrated to this country, $400 in his pocket, he could not have imagined where I would be standing today. As Palestinians displaced and dispossessed from all that their families had worked for and intended to leave for them, my parents raised me with a constant reminder that a U.S. citizenship was a blessing, but the best thing they could ever give me was an education. They taught me this simple truth: education is the most powerful tool we have to change this world, and once you have it, it cannot be taken away from you. That is a truth we have all carried with us to Teachers College. At TC, I quickly learned that I was not alone in my passion for social justice. In a first semester course, Professor Hamry immersed us in anti-racist critical pedagogy and progressive education. She took the passion we brought to the classroom and channeled it and guided us through the process of channeling it into action. That was just the first of many classes that helped turn us from aspiring educators into activist educators. In one way or another, all of us came to TC on a mission to change this world, and our journey here at TC has taught us how to take ownership of what shakes and moves us, to open the doors of our classrooms, of our movements, and of our lives, to let that passion in. And that is what an intentional education does. This year, we learned valuable lessons from the survivors of the Parkland shooting, who became students enacting monumental change and leading a national movement. Their incredible courage is something we should all aspire to. And while I commend these students for their bravery, people of color do not share the same privilege as their white and middle-class counterparts, not here in New York City, nor across the globe. We must see and learn from the young leaders of Black Lives Matter, who will not be silent while unarmed Black youth are gunned down time and time again, while Black girls are suspended at 3 times the rate of white girls, all while these same schools are filling our prisons with Black and brown bodies. And we must see and learn from a 17-year-old Ahad Tamimi, who sits in an Israeli prison cell half a world away, pulled from her home, verbally assaulted, mistreated, and sentenced to 8 months in prison, all because she refuses to be silent and watch her country burn. These children have become more than just a voice. They've inspired movements for change. They have inspired action. Here at TC, we become educators and leaders determined to support the movements that inspire us and to support all children, educationally and creatively, so that they too may become activists. I stand here a product of the intentional and transformative education my parents so sternly insisted on, and unwaveringly committed to educating youth across the globe. As a community at Teachers College, we stand together in the face of adversity, all of us educators banding together for justice. To the class of 2018, I know we carry on this legacy that both precedes and will long outlive us. And in these halls and in our classrooms, we have learned not to be silent. As Audre Lorde once said, your silence won't protect you. And I'd add, it definitely won't change the world. I think of my peers here at Teachers College, educators, musicians, artists, historians, students bright enough to succeed in any field, but brave enough to pursue the work that they love. I can't wait to see what amazing things we do for this world and what legacies we create. Congratulations, fellow graduates of the class of 2018. Now let's go out and make this world tremble.